We're at a restaurant called the Gran Colbert. Colbert. This one right here. I don't know. Supposedly it was in a movie with Jack Nicholson. My mom's here. It's the last day of the trip, January 4th. And this is the. So this is. So what's the story behind it? Are you? Dan, tell me. No, tell me.
The story
wait,
is
wait.
that Diane Keaton is an older woman who has a daughter who's
The name of the movie is called Gran Colbert?
the name of the movie is called Something's Gotta Give with Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
And she finds out, Diane Keaton finds out that her daughter, who's 27, 28, is dating Jack Nicholson.
Her
Who's like,
former boyfriend.
no, just a rich old man named, I forget his name, but he was played by Jack Nicholson. And she's a divorced woman, and so it like points out that they're the same age. Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson are the same age, but he picks up all these young models and pretty girls because he's very rich and single. On the other hand, she's divorced and she's a playwright, sort of giving up on love and everything. And then little by little, the boyfriend, well, the story goes on, the daughter breaks up with Jack Nicholson, nothing happens between them, it was like a date or two or a couple, and then she starts falling in love with Jack Nicholson, and she's already, like on the fifth date, already in love with him. She sees her future with him, and then in one scene where she's already thinking, beautiful future together, and he's not thinking that. He's just like, he's never been with a woman that age, like his age. And so she says, this time next year, why don't we spend my birthday, like they have similar birthdays or something, in Paris in the Gran Colbert. And then he looks at her and he's like, there's no we. There's no we. Like he's thinking it. And he gives her a look like, there's no we. And she looks at him, she's like, oh, that's right. You're like the bachelor for life. Then they spend time together, break up, the whole movie plays out, and towards the end, after he dumps her,
He realizes he
loves her, and then he goes looks for her, and her daughter, who he dated just briefly, but nothing happened, he goes to her apartment, he's like, I've been looking for your mom, where's your mom? And she's like, you should go look for her, and he's like, but that's what I'm doing. What? As a matter of fact, he starts making amends with all the ex-girlfriends he's always dumped and treated bad. He goes, and then she was one of the last ones that he wanted to make amends with. So the daughter says, well, it's her birthday. She was going to spend it in Paris. And he's like, oh, he remembers, she says, in the Gran Colbert. So then he flies to Paris. And in the meantime, because in the beginning of the movie, he has a heart attack and she takes care of him. But you got to see the movie. The doctor that takes care of Jack Nicholson in the beginning when he was
takes care of
Diane Keaton.
Oh, okay.
But the doctor at the hospital that he was taken to, they were in the Hamptons at first, was Keanu Reeves. And so Keanu Reeves, when they bring in Jack Nicholson in the beginning, when he has a heart attack, notices Diane Keaton. You see, he's the younger guy. He's the doctor. And he notices Diane Keaton is a famous playwright. And he's like, I've always loved your movies. So on the side, since Jack Nicholson dumped Diane Keaton, Keanu Reeves starts courting Diane Keaton. So fast forward, Jack Nicholson finally discovers that he loves her.
And he takes her
never
here?
loved her before.
But he takes her here?
He's looking for her. And then the daughter
So he walks in with a girl into the Gran
No.
Colbert.
So then the daughter says she's in Paris. And so she's like, she's celebrating her birthday in Paris.
So he knows where to go.
Remember, she said La Gran Colbert. So then when she's
Not yet.
not yet. So when he walks into the Gran Colbert looking for her, she's having a blast with Keanu Reeves. like in one of these tables. She's like, and then she looks up and he looks at her and he's
But
like,
it was the same place as this?
this place.
So it looks like it?
It was this place,
Okay.
the Gran Colbert. And so then he's like, and then they start talking, and Keanu Reeves is like, they have chemistry. Like, what's going on here? Apparently, Keanu Reeves was proposing that night, and so Jack Nicholson, they joins a party. He spends time with them, and then he says goodbye, and he walks off, and he's walking like towards a bridge, probably in the Eiffel Tower, and he's realizing that he lost her, and it was like the only person he really loved. And then all of a sudden, a car pulls up like a taxi, and Diane Keaton comes out, and he's like, I thought you were with Keanu Reeves. And then she's like, he noticed that we had this chemistry. And he said, he broke up, and he said, go be with Jack Nicholson. And that's the Gran Colbert.
Yeah, I never heard of that movie.
Something's gotta give. It's
That's
a chick
crazy.
flick, but it's good. It's good. It's a good chick flick.
Which table were they sitting at?